in each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath. There's a sensing and a feeling, an elevation, a radiance that infuses the sacred and holy breath. Need a sense of purification, upliftment, a new benchmark, a new vision, a new platform, a higher destiny, a fulfillment goal, a clearer understanding, a reachable goal. Each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath is the realignment, the reconnection of the higher frequency that begins to integrate more fully into the physical, mental, and emotional form, operating in a three-density material world. But we say to you, beloved, your operation that takes place is operating in an upgraded version than the three-dimensional, three-density world you find your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Indeed, beloveds, you are already aware of your fifth dimensional consciousness, even as your physical, mental, and emotional body resides in a three-dimensional, three-density material world. And so, beloveds, we will start from this point of view, who are aware and know the expansiveness of the higher parts of yourself. We say to you, beloveds, that there is great excitement and joy. And we say this because there is a more powerful reconnection, a connection that was severed in eons of time, coming back online as it has always been programmed to do. Indeed, beloveds, you hold the program of the Creator within you. Even in your physical body, your soul aspect incarnated into a form that was already programmed for a divinely appointed time. And we say to you with great excitement that this time in the cycles of time has come to a point where this aspect of you comes online. Now, beloveds, we say to you, do not allow the world to bring forth doubts into your mind. Understand that in any upgrade, in any quantum, there is the resistance. And we want to remind each and every one of you, the powerful, magnificent beings that you are, now getting ready to fully come online, to be able to be fearless and to shine your light so bright. There is no doubt within your own mind, much less others. And as you step into your roles as the sentinels of light that show the way, that show the way to the masses who have forgotten or has been gripped by the parameters and limitations of a three-dimensional world, Your fifth dimensional consciousness is there to bring forth the illumined light and vision for many others to see and to tap into. You play this vital role in whichever way that expresses itself to you. So indeed, beloveds, as the inspirations begin to grow within you, as flashes of information begin to come in, as you notice with more clarity than ever the synchronicity that is happening in your life, as you are aware that those embodied ones that don't have bodies are ever around you, assisting and supporting you, we say, acknowledge it. For indeed, your own acknowledgement of these subtle things that no longer are becoming as subtle, but more profound, more direct in your life, to tether that, to integrate it more into your physical, mental, and emotional levels of expression, is to acknowledge it. That is the bond. That you recognize an inspiration and note it, that you recognize a synchronicity and note it. This is an exercise that we beckon you to do, because you are now in an accelerated ascension path. And as these new energies become onto your earth, as it begins to expand and the frequency rise, your connection to the higher parts of yourself, to the larger consciousness of your family of light, is dependent on your ability to trust what it is that in the deepest parts of you, you know, and not to question it, and not to allow others to bring doubt into what you know. There will be that time now, beloveds, that having this ability to trust, and even though you may think things would be one way, but yet something comes in and says it's another way, you follow that higher guidance. Is that higher guidance making you feel good, empowered? Do things seem to flow? Moving forward, you begin now to use your abilities. For all beings have the psychic ability to understanding subtle energies that come in many frequencies and many ways, and to decipher those frequencies that are abundant and that prompt you to the highest versions of yourself. We say to you, beloveds, that it is so worth your ability to truly make known the unknown and to trust what it is that you know within yourself, as it becomes easier and easier. And as you do, those distractions become less and less. And as you move into the power of your cosmic understanding, as you move into the fulfillment of your soul pulse, and as you are able to bring in through you the sentinels of light that are the way showers, the higher frequency thought forms from the ascended realms of light, piercing through all the delusions and the miscreations, aligning and finding its perfect download in you. Without you, beloveds, where would the anchor of the higher realms of light through the portals of light and gateway anchor to? It is to the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten their roles, who have not forgotten their partnerships and collaborations, who have not forgotten their promise. Now, beloveds, as you do truly walk through the eye of the needle, as you become and practice trusting the divine that you carry within you, not only within, but in the outer macro of your own consciousness that embodies the eternal creator. And you begin to understand the oneness of it all. And as your consciousness expands in its own way, unique to your eternal journey, unique to the various soul groups that you are part of, unique to the various councils you are part of. It is indeed you in the physical, mental, and emotional three-dimensional world that have the most alchemy to transform great energetic pulses to a higher quantum level. Let us repeat that, beloveds. It is you who have embodied a physical, mental, and emotional form in a three-dimensional material world, taken on the materiality of a three-density world that hold the great power of alchemy, of transformation and transfiguration. For indeed, it is the alchemy of the densest forms that can create the most powerful alchemy of transfiguration and transformation. And as you begin to bring in line and in focus that part of you that is ever present, that part of you that whispers, that indeed your physical body, mental and emotional, is already wired for this to happen. But you must practice. You must activate it. You must trust it for it to become fully online. We say to you now, beloveds, to breathe in the holy sacred breath of the Holy Spirit that ever shines His illumined white light over each and every one. For indeed, it is the movement of the divine that is happening through you. For it is you that hold the thoughts, and you that hold the action of the Holy Spirit to move you, to guide you, assist you in your path of light and service. Each and every one who hear these words are integrated in the highest level with the Holy Spirit, the divine presence of God, the divine movement of God. And so it is in these flashes of inspiration, this higher sense of communication, that as you wish it and will it, so it is. And you begin to use this new form of communication and understanding and develop it as you walk your path of mastery. And as you walk your path of mastery, you move and are the sentinels of light that bring forth the presence, the movement of the divine. bringing in a great cosmic balance, bringing in the perfect balance once again in the movement through you, your intentions, your actions, and your creations. The divine thoughts that come to you now is embodied and amplified in these times of ever increasing frequency and radiance. And we say that you are the ones that can embrace it, hold it, and integrate it, allowing you to ascend in a more accelerated way and to teach by example. Everyone, beloved, who hear these sacred words of higher consciousness understanding, that your very thoughts, your words, your smile, your intention, ever keeping a higher frequency of your fifth dimensional experience, even as you walk a physical world. And in holding that, holding on to the fifth dimensional frequency, holding on to its ever unfoldment and your higher path of understanding, consciousness, and abilities to anchor into the three-dimensional, three-density world. And so you use the tools of your five-dimensional consciousness, draw upon it by your very intent, bring forth the movement of God within and around you through the Holy Spirit, the divine Shekinah, the Ruach HaKodesh. That white light that holds all the lights is ever present upon you, ever upon you, radiating the frequency of your fifth dimensional radiance in a physical, mental, and emotional world. We empower you to remember, beloveds, that as you walk your higher path, stay in alignment with the higher thoughts that come to you for this that you hold and will increase in the future, will be disruptive to change old patterns that no longer serve in environments and in people around you. Understand what it is, always coming from the higher heart of compassion and coming from the higher guidance of discernment. You then are able to walk this world and to bring divine grace, blessings, healing, and balance. And as you do, your own life begins to change and shift. All those around you begin to change and shift. And indeed, your very thought forms can move into those environments, places, things, and can shape and shift. Holding the higher light consciousness of the cosmic Christ, the divine Maitreya, cycling back in a time where you are unbounded and no longer limited. It is time, beloveds, to spread your wings and hold the illumined light, the white pearlescent light that holds all lights, to experience your personal freedom, no matter your environment, No matter the dynamics at hand, you hold your personal freedom of unboundedness, using the tools that you know as the sacred in-breath and out-breath, the power of holding on to the positive affirmations in your life, using your sacred third eye for the higher vision of beauty, balance, and peace, using and understanding the sacredness of your holy temple and treating it as such. No longer bound to the rules and guidelines of a three-dimensional world, but that of an expanded world where those rules do not apply. Bringing on, as the great tree of life, the higher branches, now reaching into the roots of the tree. And in this moment, beloveds, we ask you to be as a great, mighty oak. And this great, mighty oak have roots that run deep. And as you now, through your intention and your thought, see yourself as a mighty oak, see that the very nervous system within your physical body now integrates with those energy systems of this great tree, and see the roots running deep, and not only running deep, but connecting with all root systems around the world. And as you now come in as a consciousness into the plant kingdom, coming in with the tree of life in your heart, visualizing now the highest branches of this great oak that is interdimensional. And as a great sun behind the sun behind the sun, a great sun upon a throne, the leaves grow in that direction. And you realize that each and every single in-breath and out-breath that your physical, mental, and emotional body experiences accelerates this experience, creating in your spiritual eye, and therefore in an actual experience that impacts. And you draw upon the highest of the leaves of this tree of life, and you bring it down into the embodiment of your crown chakra, through your nervous system, down into the roots of this mighty tree, across to all of the roots of the plant kingdom. And now bringing forth the instruction to bring it into the core of the sacred earth. And these illumined roots of this tree of life, connecting the sacredness center of the earth with the highest celestial realms of light, radiant in the Rome throne energy, surrounded by the sacred angelic realm. Now being able to, fully aware of, conscious co-collaborators in this divine sacred service. And as the energies of the higher celestial realms of light coming in a pearlescent white that holds all colors, streaming in deep into the root system that you have created, anchoring around the heart of Gaia, sending back her pulsations up into the root system, coming in through you, out through your chakra systems, and into the higher realms of radiant light in the throne radiance of the great sun. And you hold this frequency and you move it, heaven and earth, earth and heaven, heaven and earth, earth and heaven. And as you do this, in this divine sacred rhythm, using the template of the tree of life, as mighty in the El Gabor, the strength of God, as an oak, running deep, connecting with the earth, and growing high, connecting with the radiance of the celestial realms of light. You hold the macro and the micro. You hold the balance of heaven and earth. Continue this divine sacred thought and this service. And as you do, you heal, you balance, and you bring in the radiance to hold more of the grace that flows in and through you. And in this sacred time, the eternal now, there is the thought that comes for the return. Take a moment with grateful hearts to serve in this capacity. And we're sensing that there is a withdrawal of the electromagnetic field of all those streams of consciousness that brought about this singularity of mission and purpose, promises and understanding and collaborations. And with that, gently and slowly, a release. And as the mighty oak in our spiritual eye begin to dissolve in a symbol of the great tree of life, we are yet integrated, processed in that sacred thought. Very slowly and gently, we say to ourselves, we want to continue this great service and this bliss that we are experiencing in our dream state also. Very slowly, we are intending to be back fully in our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, graced with this experience. As we become more anchored with this intention, on the count of 3, we will intend to be back fully integrated and connected and grounded to the sacred earth. 1, 2, take a deep breath, and 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.